as I tend to now. Hi! This is the 8th video for the construction of the Escavalier Gajinka. Last time, we left off, I was going to reinforce the back here. I just shoved some plastic bags in there for support. You didn't miss anything there. It's just that. Right now, I think I'm going to seal off the bottom there, where the helmet meets the outer shell, I guess is what I call it. I clean it up. Scrap everywhere. Always have plenty of plastic bags on hand when you're working on costumes, because you're going to need one for scrap, you're going to need plenty to stuff in for filling. You might need 2 or 3 different kinds for scrap, just because, you know, everything's got tape on it and it's going to stick to the bags and it's going to be all...
Yes.
And I wonder if I dare cut that off.
Still have that support going all the way.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what you're going to rely on.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. I'm going to do... I was going to do hot glue. The edges just don't line up well enough. So... Ooh, I don't like that. Oh. Just didn't have enough surface. Alright. Yeah, gonna have to tape it. Use your table, it's got plenty of room.
No table will ever have enough room. We worked at the kitchen table. It took up the entire thing. That's twice as big as this.
Yep.
No matter the size of the table, we will take up the entire thing. Especially when we're working on 2 projects at once.
You'll find your costume pieces just migrating. All corners of your house. Like, why did this end up in here? Where's the rest of my costume?
Where's my tape? It's in my hand.
Yep.
Where'd my pen go? It's behind your ear.
No.
That's what happens to me.
No, the cat's got the pen.
It's true. Where'd my pen go? Mandarin. I thought it was a plaything.
You wanted me to mess you up, right? You wanted me to waste your time?
I thought this was for me.
Yeah. Stupid human. Why are you bringing things home that aren't for me?
What did you put it on the floor for if it's not for me? It's cat thought.
She's still under the door.
I don't see the paws. She might have gone off somewhere. Probably got bored. I have an alarm set, by the way.
Cool. Every time I try to get away from duct tape, I just end up using more, because it's the only thing I trust.
Other things should stop sucking so much if it wants to stop using duct tape.
Yeah, so.
Maybe not sucky, but not so viable.
One strip all the way around at the outside. Get rid of this. Oops. No, 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 no.
No, no,
No,
no.
no, no. You come off where I tell you to. Sorry, inanimate object. You are not in charge.
You're definitely not in charge. You.
Except for the knife. He has some sway.
He has some blade.
The knife I will listen to. Okay.
Lions, stop knowing where they go places.
You wonder why I gelled my hair in the first place. Ow. Hurts more with gel in it. Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, really? Ow.
Oh, can't do that right now. Owie, 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 owie.
Was it pulling?
Pulling all directions at the same side, at the same time. I think this is part of the problem. Might be the whole problem.
Yeah.
Seriously? Alright. It's not an exact science at all.
No.
No.
You can barely call it a science.
A lot of trial and error. I'm just hoping things will work. If they don't, you gotta start over. Cut my finger off.
Please don't do that.
Really rather not.
I really would rather you didn't. Hospital's a long drive.
Hospitals.
I'll be fine. Just get me some duct tape.
Yeah. I ain't kidding. I'm using super glue next time. $1,000 between stitches and removing the stitches.
That is a bit ridiculous. I could probably give you stitches.
Let's not talk about that anymore. I almost took my finger out.
Yeah. I don't want that to become
This
realistic.
needs to go far away from me.
Keep them over
I'll
here,
stick
chop
to Old
chop.
Faithful here.
And give me a win.
Those out. Enough for now. The problem with that one that goes all the way around. Sorry.
It's good.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's do that.
When the tape gets to this point, it's going to want to go this way or that way.
Yeah, and
if
it's
I
not
go
going to
straight
want to
over
go.
this,
Yeah, it's
right,
going to make a
gonna
big
be
bump and
wonky.
all.
So,
What?
what I'm going to try here is I'm going to take a big piece of tape, lay it flat across the top there, go straight down the sides, and then up to the point where the bumps are. And at that point, I'm going to split the tape down the middle and let them go the way they want to and fold it underneath. So there won't be as much of a bunching
That'll
there
take the
under
bunching
all
and the
that.
tension out of it
Yeah,
because
I'll
it'll be
just-
able to go both directions.
Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. This is one of those things I wish I could just show people. Because the few that are going to watch these long videos are going to be like, sorry.
They're going to have a leg up on everybody.
Okay, I need that much twice. I have to be really freaking big.
You want me to help you pull
You know
it?
what? No. Oh, no thanks. I'm going to do 2 pieces.
Probably the best idea.
Roll it up a little bit. Right there. Yeah, that should do it. All right. At any rate, this is one of those things that you can't really explain. You have to show people. It's kind of the... My goal was to be able to explain things to people without having to do everything, because not every trick comes up in every costume.
learn new tricks every time a new one comes along.
And I have her for an extra set of hands, but I'll show you how to do this with one person. Stick one a little backwards, little ways that way, just to get it out of your way. And then you fold that. It doesn't crease at all, just keeps going the direction it wants to. Now this one is going to do the same thing in the opposite direction. Now if you can see that,
Brilliant.
this is where the tape came down. I split it up this way and just let the pieces fall where they wanted to. The more you wrestle with tape, the more it bunches up, and then that's when it gets ugly. Now on this side, see, when I attached it, I did the top. I put the pressure on the top and then down the other side there. The back side here, because it's going over a ledge, over a curve, it wanted to do its own thing. But as long as you don't push down on it right away, you can come back here and look at it, see what the path of least resistance is, and you can do that. So I'm going to do another piece for the other side. There. Probably.
Purple everywhere. There's lots of squealing going on. Squeal, squeak, honk.
And I'm doing this, the whole tape over the whole thing, in order to hold it together, make it sturdier. You can make little adjustments with your tape without really affecting how much it bunches up. Like right there, I didn't center it quite right. I'll show you another way to do this. The other side, I split it down the center this way. Right here, I have a bunch right here, but there's not much point to splitting it up at that point and flipping it that way. Instead, what I'll do, I gotta look at it, make sure I don't get wrong. I'm going to tear the side here just a little bit, fold that over, and then just I'll try to show you what I did. Let's see. I just cut into that side just a little bit, and then let that fall, and then I let this fall where it wants to. And you can see that it comes straight down until here, and then it kind of goes this way. If I would have just left it, I would have had a bunch point there. It's still not pretty, but it's a lot less, well, it's prettier anyway than it would have been. Between those two pieces, I think I'll be fine.
There you are. I see your little paw trying to make messes.
That's good.
Mailing.
Alrighty, I think we're ready for... Is that your alarm?
Alarm's not going off yet. That's a Facebook message. Changing my work schedule.
Right. I think I'm ready to prime it.
Priming one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like priming something when you're going to paint it. You want to make sure it's all the same color or same material before you start trying to color it. Like up here I'm going to have, ultimately it's going to be felt, and down here I'm going to use some more cardboard and like foil tape as kind of a clasp thing. It'll be easier to show you. But red flannel, did I say felt? Red flannel.
You said felt, but you mean
red flannel. And then foil tape. And then, since this is so curvy down here, I'm not sure I want to use foil tape on it. I might just use foam duct tape. I really don't want to, because when it wears off, it gets ugly. I'm just going to show them.
What do you need me to
Are
get?
you at a breaking point?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You grab one of the Sharp's gloves back there.
Alright.
It's under that big styrofoam piece. There you go. When you're using... Okay, this is a good example of both of them. This is foil tape. It's really unforgiving. You can see all the little imperfections that were there when I laid it down and that have happened since I made it. Anything that hit it or any way it bent, it's there. This is the chrome duct tape. It's a lot more forgiving. You can't tell where it's been hit or whatever. However, you can tell, well, you can probably tell from there that it's not shiny at all. Like right in here. The more you wear, the more it rubs on things, the duller it gets. And I really don't want a helmet that looks like that. I want a shiny helmet.
Shiny.
So, shiny. So, I might do the foil tape. I don't know. Foil tape is also really expensive. Hard to work with.
Is it? How much is it a roll?
$7, $8.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not nearly as much as that. Amount-wise. Length-wise. Foil tape. You don't get very much, right?
Oh yeah. Well, you get a decent roll, but you have to figure in it's the tape plus the layer of paper underneath, the wax paper or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. So you're really not even
You're
seeing
getting
how
like
much
half
tape you're
of them,
getting.
half as much as you see. So, well, seal off the top, I guess. Actually, since this is the crappy undercoat, I might use crappy duct tape.
Crappy, not thick and sturdy duct tape.
Yeah, the cheap one.
This cheap stuff
The
rips.
cheap stuff. Now, you don't want to use the cheap stuff if you don't have to, except for something like this where I'm gonna... The things that are going over it will hold it together even more. The reason for doing this in the first place is to make it all smooth and all the same texture, I guess. And it'll cover things like this where it goes from cardboard to plastic bags to more cardboard or just a gap. But this is way cheaper than that other stuff, so sorry.
I'm sorry. We'll take those quarters.
Also, here we go. When you're taping rounded edges like this, I explained a little bit before about when you want to make something pretty, lay it down flat on that side first and then curl it over the other side. Same thing here. This is the flat part. This is the part I want to make pretty, even though it's going to be covered up by the flannel. I want to make this smooth. So I'm going to lay it down flat, and then the two sides are going to be curled. I mean, it'll lay relatively flat, but it's still going to have some bunches in it. And I'll show you what I mean here. I'm going to start from as close to the top as I can, but not overlapping a whole lot. Just a little bit. And then that goes that way. Never done this on camera before. I'm like trying to explain it at the same time. There we go. Alright, there we go.
I'm so excited about this.
Are you?
So excited.
About what?
It's amazing how it's taking shape.
Okay, see now over here where it's gone, the tape has gone over. This will be the second ridge it goes over. So by this point, it wants to just do its own thing. So if I lay it flat, I'm going to have a bunch right here. I'm going to try to pull the bunch out into the junky area.
Smart.
Get that as flat as I can, and then see, I'll have the ugly part up here, which doesn't really matter. So, but yeah, I think we can just cut the tape there. You don't need to see me cover the whole thing, I don't think. If I think of anything, any other little tricks or whatever while I'm doing it, I'll bring it up in a future, or in the next episode, I think. The reason I'm just doing these as lazy vids is because you know, it takes so long to upload them anyway, and to put them through the editor and edit them, and then convert them back, and then upload is just
So
too much time. So these are a lot of raw videos that, you know, they're going to chronicle the majority of the construction of this costume. So, you know, if you're really bored, you got a lot to watch.
My timer says we've still got 10 minutes left.
That's okay. It's a good cutting point anyway, because I got to cover this.
Yeah, that's going to take some time.
So, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, post them below, and we'll respond, because we like to respond.
We do. We love to answer questions and talk about stuff.
Even if we don't know what or how to answer your question, we'll try.
There's no dumb questions. Don't be like, this is a stupid question. There are no stupid questions. You're asking it, so that makes it a good question.
All this stuff, you know, some of you might think it's common sense. Others might say, wow, that's really advanced. It's all stuff that I just learned myself just by doing this. Just pulling different things together and taping stuff and, yeah. So
all trial and error.
It's all trial and error. So if you have a question that I don't know the answer to, I will do my best to find the answer, and we will both learn from it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got anything else?
No, we're good.
Okay, cool. Remember, kids, if you don't work on your costume, it's not going to get done. Goodbye.
Bye.
You can end the video. I'm not recording anymore.